Hey, welcome to my Kickstart Your Day Vitality Workout. This is an 8-minute routine we're going to be showing you just simple movements that you can do when you start your morning that's going to increase your circulation, your mobility, your mental clarity. You know, one of the things I don't like when doctors tell you that your knee pain, back pain, or lack of energy are just part of getting older. It's not true. It's part of bad posture, part of lack of movement, part of poor diet. So if we can start changing those things, we can actually increase our energy as we get older. We can have more energy, more mobility, and be pain-free. That's kind of what this is all about. So what I want to show you a little bit later on is just simple movements you can do every single morning. It'll take you about 8 minutes. And you should do it every morning. It's the foundation of health. So you ask me, what is vitality? Vitality is feeling younger, having more energy, more mental clarity. Think about that. You'll be more productive and safer. So whether you sit all day at a desk or all day in a truck or car, this is going to reverse those postures, increase circulation, and have you feeling a whole lot better. All right, so the first exercise, you're just waking up. You don't have to do anything. This is right in your bed if you want. But this is a great way to loosen the lower back, get rid of the cobwebs. So this first exercise is just rotating our body. So what I want you to do is take your right arm to the side, palm facing down, and have your eyes gazing towards your right hand. Both knees are together, and you're just going to basically rotate it to the side and stacking your feet. Go as far as you can, and then come back. And just repeat that motion just to loosen the lower back. You can actually rotate your head at the same time if you want, in the opposite direction. Stretch out the neck a little bit. And just do 10 repetitions. And kind of go a little deeper each time. Another thing you could do is if this gets a little easier and you want to wake up a little bit more, go ahead and raise your feet off the ground and stretch this way. A little bit more advanced, but you can start it wherever you feel comfortable. Once you've done 10 reps, go ahead and do the other side. Put this hand on your side, left hand goes out, the knees are going to rotate to the right, head turns to the left. And just repeat this over 10 times on each side. And that's how easy exercise 1 is. You'll feel a nice stretching in your low back. Simple. All right, for the second exercise, we're staying right here, just lying down, simple. Knees are bent, feet are flat. You're going to put one hand about an inch below your belly button and the other one on your heart or just on your chest there. And this is diaphragmatic breathing. This is the single most important thing you can do to enhance your health. This is really reducing the risk of diabetes, cancer, heart disease, but also giving you energy, starting to wake you up, give you that alertness that we need, oxygenating the blood so we can have more energy and a higher immune system. So again, one hand below the belly, one hand on your heart, and you're going to take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose and let the hand with your belly rise, let your belly come up. So you're kind of getting that oxygen to go all the way through your body, all the way down. Pause, and as you breathe out through your mouth, lightly pressing down on your left hand to the belly. Inhale through the nose, belly rises. Pause, and then breathe out. Pressing down in that belly. Get all the air out. As you're doing this, the goal is 4 seconds on the inhale. Pause. And then 6 to 8 seconds on the exhale. It may be difficult to do the first time, but keep trying and you'll get better and better. You're increasing that lung capacity and again, really enhancing your health and starting to wake up and give yourself a lot of energy. Start with about 15 to 20 breaths every morning as you wake up. You could also do these diaphragmatic breathing exercises throughout your day while you're sitting at your desk or in your car or truck, and even in the evening, it doesn't matter. Any time throughout the day, do these diaphragmatic breaths, 15 to 20 breaths, 3 or 4 times a day. All right, now for this third exercise, we're going to activate the glutes, our butt muscles. The 2 most important muscles in your body is your heart and yes, your butt. Because the butt muscle actually protects your knees, it protects your low back and your core. So we got to strengthen the glutes. And when you're sitting all day in a desk, car, truck, these things are turned off. So we're going to start off our mornings by waking them up. So this exercise, basically with your knees bent, feet flat, you're gonna have your arms at your side. You're basically gonna push the hips up in the air, squeeze the glutes, tighten the abs as you're up here, and then slowly come down. Don't come all the way to a rest, just lightly touch the bed or your mat, and then push back up. All right, focusing on the glutes and the abs at the top. Nice, slow and controlled. And try to open those hips up, going all the way up, as high as you can go. You'll start to feel the back of the legs and hamstrings also working. So we got to really work those posture muscles to reverse the sitting posture. It's called pillar strength, really strengthening the back of our bodies. If you want to go a little bit harder, a little higher level, just use one leg at a time. So maybe you start out with 2 legs, but within a week or so, you can just go to 1 leg. But if you're here, 2 legs for the basic, that's fine. I suggest starting with 15 to 20 reps. Nice, slow and controlled, pause at the top, and come all the way down. There's exercise 3, and the glutes are activated. All right, now exercise 4, we're gonna engage your core. We're gonna turn on the core, the muscles below the belly button. So we're gonna do this basically called a reverse crunch or reverse hip roll. So same position, knees are bent. This time we're gonna raise our toes and just have our heels down. And as we're doing this, basically gonna bend your knees and lift them up towards your chest. Try to roll the hip so your low back comes off the ground a little bit. And if you're more advanced, you could straighten your legs out a little further. Your feet are gonna come towards about eye level. But again, if you're a beginner, go ahead and bend the knees a little bit more. But you wanna make sure that the knees stay at the same angle the whole exercise. Another thing to focus on here is that the belly button is tucked in and the core is engaged, especially on the way down. You don't want to collapse and fall down. You want to control it on the way down. And again, we're going to shoot for 15 to 20 repetitions. And if you can only do maybe 6, 8, or 10, pause for 30 seconds and then finish the rest. All right, exercise 5, we're coming alive. This time we're going to roll onto our belly. And on our elbows and forearms, we're going to do a plank exercise. Tuck the toes underneath. What I want to think about here is reversing the posture of sitting and driving. So we're going to inhale, arch our back, lift our head up a little bit. As you exhale, you're going to press through the shoulders and arms, and then raise your belly button up in the air, and really suck the belly button in and breathe out. Inhale, arch your back, raise your head, and exhale. Tuck the belly button in towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Really work through the shoulders and your core. The more we can focus on the belly button and the core muscles, the less our lower back will work. In the beginning, you may feel this a lot in your low back, but again, we're going to just keep engaging the core, inhaling and exhaling. Now in this exercise, you're going to shoot for 10 to 15 reps. If you can only do a few again, take a break, 30 seconds, and get back to it and finish the rest. All right, exercise 6, we're starting to get up. We're really starting to feel the energy. It's kind of the symbolism of waking up, but we actually really start to feel it in our mind and body. We're not lying down anymore, we're kneeling. So we're going to start this exercise by kneeling on one knee. Find something comfortable to put your knee on. The other leg's going to go to about a 90-degree angle, and we're going to focus on what's called a hip flexor stretch. So what we're really trying to do is open up these muscles that get really short and tight from that sitting posture. If we sit all day, whether it's at our desk, again, or driving all day, these muscles become really short and tight. And guess what happens? If we do this for a long period of time, and this is short and tight, you start to walk like this. Does that look familiar? We've seen people do that. Well, we want to reverse that and open these hips up. So again, get back on one knee with one foot down here. The arm's going to come down here because we're going to really stretch the whole side of our body from the hip up and down. So the hips are going to go back and drive the hip forward as you lean back and open that arm way up. So just a nice rhythmic flow. And try not to sink forward with your whole body. You want to lean back as you drive the hip forward. For each side, we're going to do about 10 to 15 reps. And if you want to go more advanced, once you get to that 15 reps, you're going to go side to side as well in that extended position for a really good three-dimensional stretch. Repeat it on the other side. You're going to start to feel more alive, more awake, and way more energized. All right, this is exercise 7, truly one of my favorite exercises of all time because it's so easy to do and has such great benefits, and you'll feel it right away. So what we're going to basically do is really mobilize and open up our rib cage muscle. See, we spend so much time, we get so constricted when we're driving or on the phones or sitting or whatever we're doing. We just get so tight and we block how much oxygen we get with each breath. So this exercise, when we're opening up the rib cage, we're really actually going to increase how much oxygen we get with each breath, giving us more energy, more mental clarity, and just kind of feeling alive and alert. So it's just a great exercise to do, and it's really easy. Here's how we start. Basically putting one hand in front of you. Let's start with the left hand, palm facing up, right hand, elbows bent. Your eyes are going to follow your left hand as you rotate to the right, and your right hand's going to extend out, straightening the elbow as you lean to the left. So you're basically rotating and leaning at the same time, but in opposite directions. Oh, it just feels so good how much you can open up the rib cage and shoulders and just feel better right away. And as you get comfortable with this, go ahead and pick up the speed a little bit and just whip it around and just feel great. And 15 to 20 reps on one side, and then again, repeat on the other side. So right hand is up, left hand, elbows bent, and then you're going to rotate, following your eyes to the hand that's rotating. And again, just do the same thing, go as far as you can, and go a little faster as you get more comfortable. It just feels so good to open up the rib cage and the shoulders. And you'll feel it right away. You're just breathing differently when you're done with this. You just feel more fluid and youthful. So it's a great way and an easy exercise to start your day. All right, this is exercise 8, and according to the Mayo Clinic, it's one of the most important exercises you can do for longevity, health, and well-being. And it's one thing we do every single day. It's a squat. But here's what happens as we age, as we're sitting down and standing up, we start to hold on to the side of the chair, right? And as soon as we grab onto that ledge, our core shuts down. And if our core shuts down, that means we're starting to age a lot faster. So what we want to do is really be able to sit down and stand up without holding onto that ledge. So again, the squat is the most important exercise you can do. It helps you with strength, helps you with heart, and it helps with full body integration. Your whole body actually exercises, not just your legs. When we're doing a squat, our core and our upper body is kind of keeping that balance going on for us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just put our feet about hip width apart, focus on your posture and where you're looking. So if I can keep my chest up, my abs engaged, and as soon as we squat, think about a hip exercise, not any exercise. So my hips are going to go back into the chair behind me and then back up. Nice, slow, and controlled. A couple things you want to think about as you're doing a squat is our heels. Where are the heels? Don't let them come off the ground, because as soon as they come off the ground, we go too much into the quadriceps, puts pressure on the knees. So the heels stay down, let the glutes and the hamstrings, our back of our legs, start to engage as well. And then the other thing we want to think about is not letting ourselves round here. So keeping the head straight up helps a little bit with that. Nice, slow, and controlled. And if you feel stronger and this is kind of easy for you, go ahead and come up onto your toes. That engages our balance. It's going to give you even more energy and more strength as we're doing this exercise. So what I want you to focus on is about 40 squats a day. The Mayo Clinic suggests that's a basic foundation for good strength and mobility. And you're only going to do these every other day, so whenever you do them, it's 40 repetitions. So in the morning, maybe you're doing 15 or 20 as part of this warm-up and this whole Kickstart Your Day exercise routine. But then later on throughout the day, you do another 15 or 20. And then maybe in the evening, 15 or 20 more. So at least you get 40 every day that you're doing squats. So just a great, great way to start your day. We've done it. This is exercise 9, and you should be feeling fine, right? You should have much more energy, feel alive. This whole mobility, this youthfulness, this mental clarity is just at another level now, right? So we're going to finalize this whole routine with one last exercise. What we're going to do basically is feet about hip width apart, hands behind the head, nice and loose. Don't interlock your fingers. And we're going to start marching and rotating at the same time. So our goal is to rotate and reach one elbow to the opposite knee. And as we're doing this, you can go whatever level you're at, but try to go as far as you can as you start to feel more loose and as you feel more balanced. And the goal is about 20 to 30 on each side. And again, it's rotating our spine, activating our core, moving our hips. So this is really giving us this whole new level of energy, this awakeness that it's going to help us attack the day. More mental clarity, more mental energy, more productivity, and just safer, better, healthier, and happier. There you have it. 9 simple exercises you can do in literally 5, maybe 10 minutes a day, and it'll change your day. But not only is it going to change your day, it'll change your life. Now you'll notice this, the first time you do this, your day's going to be different. You're going to have more energy, more mental clarity. You'll just feel better and more youthful. You'll be safer and more productive. 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's all we're asking. I challenge you. Do these 9 exercises in the morning. Make it a habit. It will change your life. It's going to reduce your risk of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, dementia. It's also going to reduce your risk of accidents. And you're going to feel better about yourself. It'll actually increase your chances of wanting to do healthier things throughout the day. Make healthier food choices. So can I challenge you there? 9 exercises, 5 to 10 minutes. Do it every day. Be all in for yourself, because I'm all in for you.